What's up, everyone? Shakiel Mahjouri here for CBS Sports, and you know who this is. He is the former UFC heavyweight champion, hopefully on the track to make it happen once again. In the eyes of many, the greatest heavyweight in MMA history, Stipe Miocic. How's it going, man?
Good, brother. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Thank you for doing this. Now, I am curious. We'll start here. Last year at International Fight Week, they announced Jones versus Miocic. Are we going 2 for 2 this year?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean, I can't say. I don't think. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? They do a lot of stuff that I had no idea what they're doing. And then I don't realize I'm fighting until someone texts me, "Yeah, you're fighting." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So, I mean, I'm down for whatever.
Sounds good. And we will get to the fight, but I am curious, how often do people give you a confused or concerned look when you inform them that you got an OnlyFans career that's absolutely thriving right now?
People are, they kind of like, why? Like, I think because I've been real private my whole career. I mean, not private. I just, I don't really like go too much, but I like people, behind the scenes what I do and stuff like that, and a little more glimpse, I guess you would say.
Do you have to ever clarify that you're not showing, Stipe feet pics on this thing?
No. I've gotten some DMs like, "Hey," I'm like, I just delete them.
Nice. He was a family.
Yeah. My daughter, my wife, God, they'd be so embarrassed, but I just training pics, just me doing cool stuff, and just get, like I said, behind the scenes, a little BTS and stuff like that.
Is should the fight be made, is November, as far as you are aware, still the most likely date that's being targeted?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they were talking about too in New York again. But like I said, that's what they're targeting, but not 100%.
I'm being a little salacious here, but is there a year in the calendar of human history where you're like, okay, this fight's taking too long being made? Like, are you going to wait till 2027 if it comes to it?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I honestly don't know. I just gonna keep training and we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
What steps do you need to take to make sure? I mean, I read your accolades off the top, but it's been 4.5 years or so since you've competed. 3.5 years. Excuse me. I'm not.
That's okay.
I failed 12th grade math. Just a fun fact here. What steps do you need to ensure that you are still competitive, that you're still sort of up to date with best practices?
I'm very competitive. I'm never going to lose it. It's in my DNA. I love what I do, and I have the best coaches in the world that will have me ready for whatever fight comes up.
Can you break down for me very quickly, when you look at Jon, where does he have the biggest advantage in this fight, and vice versa, where are you going to present him with the most problems?
I think just styles make matchups. I think I have a style that doesn't match well with his style, but on the shoes under the foot, it could be me as well. But he does a lot of good things. He's good at his distance with his leg kicks and stuff like that. He's good on the ground. I think I'm good at making a fight. And I'm technical, but also I can make it into a brawl and make them very, very feel uncomfortable, and as does he. So I think it just depends who does what they want. And unfortunately, I don't like being told what to do, so I'm gonna do what I want.
I like the sound of that. Speaking about doing what you want, I think you already know what I'm about to show you. Can you please walk me through the story of this photo?
The Cleveland Monsters. They're in the one series, the second series of the playoffs, and they asked me to throw out the first puck, and so they gave me this big gold chain with their emblem. It's like one of their novelty toys, whatever collections, and I'm like, man, I'm going to take my shirt off. And my wife was like, no, don't do it. I'm like, now I'm going to do it because you told me no. And so, walked out with no shirt on.
Any advice?
You have to give what the people what they want.
Any advice to your wife if she wants you to actually not do something? What's the best way to approach it with Stipe?
She just, I can see it in her face, in her tone. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, she knows, she's like, come on, no, you're not doing that. That's okay, I can still do it and not get in trouble. When she's like, absolutely not. And it gives you that mother tone. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do it. But sometimes I still do it just I still do it and then I'll ask for forgiveness later.
That's
always easier. She does that all the time. She buys something. She goes, oh, sorry. I'm like, weird. It's not. I don't feel like it's a good apology, but okay.
Hey, well, I mean, to be fair, it sounds like you're doing the same to her.
100%. There's no question. It's tit for tat. No question.
Well, that's a good, healthy relationship. I think.
Oh yeah.
Now there is sort of like a tertiary component or secondary component to Jones versus Miocic, which is Tom Aspinall, and I think your interactions with Tom have been a lot more polite than Jon's and Tom's has been with each other. But objectively, how do you feel? How would you feel if you were in his shoes? You're the interim champ, and it seems like you're kind of just stuck waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and I mean, I feel the same way, but I'm not taking anything away from them. Like, the UFC can do what they want. I'm not it is what it is. And there's only one guy I want to fight, it's Jon Jones, but at the same time, the UFC can pick who they want to pick. And people don't know this. Like, there's a couple of times where they had, like, I was ready to fight him, and they gave it to another guy. So what am I supposed to do? You know? But I'm not holding up any division like everyone says. Like, I don't care. Like, do what you want and stop crying. I'm not saying he's crying. I'm just saying, like, other, like, fans and stuff like that.
I'll be honest, just because I feel bad for Tom. I've been crying a little bit. So
okay, fair enough.
Message received, Stipe.
Yes, okay.
Out of curiosity, so you've been sort of non-concrete on, like, is this the last fight? You'll see when you get there. But I'm curious, what about the Jon fight specifically for you? What's the number one factor that makes this the fight that you are willing to wait for?
Because everyone thinks he's going to beat my ass. I don't like being told that. I like shutting people up, and he's beatable. I know he is, and anyone's beatable, and I'm gonna be the first to do it.
Sorry to sort of somber the tone a little bit. I am curious. Obviously you've had a couple of fights with him. Any thoughts or words or feeling about Francis and the loss he recently went through with his son?
That's terrible. I wish him the best. You know, I don't even want to talk about him. It's really just because I have 2 kids of my own, and it just really gives me anxiety thinking about it. I feel terrible for him. I don't know what he's going through, because, like, I've never had that, and I pray that I never do. And you know, like, I just I'm with him. Prayers with him.
I appreciate that. Appreciate you sharing. I am curious. So obviously, aside from, in conjunction with being a UFC champion and a certified badass firefighter, paramedic, do you have any, like, funny stories or interesting stories about you out there saving some lives, and you run into someone who's like, wait, is this UFC champ Stipe Miocic shirtless carrying me down from a tree right now?
No, I've had a couple of times, like, the more, yes. A lot of people, it's funny, a lot of the geriatrics, like, older people, like, know me. They're like, oh my God, we're such big fans. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you would think, like 40 or lower, no, they're like 60 to 70-year-old people, even older. It's great, but I love the support they give me, and it's great. And, just good people, just trying to help them out.
I love to hear it. I can't asking for autographs, putting out a fight.
No, I can't do that. I'm working. So
noted. Stipe, I don't know when it's going to be. I hope it is November. I look forward to seeing you back in the cage. This has been fun for me. My first pay-per-view event I attended as media was your fight in Anaheim.
Oh, nice.
You're also I hope this isn't insulting. I'm a terrible fight analyst, but when I first started watching MMA, the first, like, contender I saw, I'm like, oh, that guy's sick. I think he might be a champion. Stipe Miocic.
So thank you.
Happy to do this.
Thank
I
you.
want to leave you with the last word. So very quickly, guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. Subscribe, tap the bell, thumbs up. Give us your official prediction. Jon Jones, Stipe Miocic. When is it happening? Who knows? But hopefully November. Stipe, if there's anything you want to tell the people, anything you want to promote, whatever it is, the floor is yours, man.
No, yeah, I appreciate you having me. I'm glad people can hear me. Hope you can understand me. No, but thanks for this, let me come on here and hanging out, and the fight's gonna happen soon, and definitely gonna show the world what I'm about again.